Hi, I'm Aben, also known as Senator Jaiz, and this is the DIY Creative Podcast. So let's get into the independent scene. Like for real. Welcome everybody to another episode of the DIY Creative Podcast with me, Senator Jaiz. So, you've heard this from me before, but where have I been for the past few weeks? Well, not to put too fine a point on it, I had several interviews set up with artists, and they didn't show up to these Zoom meetings. They, for different reasons, so maybe no reason, maybe good reason. But I'm not here to talk about those people that left me in a lurch. I have to say that Rhett Shull, a YouTuber, a guitar YouTuber, has a no plan B phrasing. And I like that no plan B when it comes to your career. However, when it comes to recording shows or things like that, I am seriously understanding now that I always have to have a plan B, because when I got canceled on or just no-showed on, I really didn't have anything prepared to go without those interviews. So I've been here, and we've been several weeks without shows. So again, not to put too fine a point on that, I'm not here to call anybody out. I'm not even going to tell you who those were with. I'm just saying plan Bs in certain situations are a good thing. Maybe not in the overall career thing, like, well, I'm going to do this, this, and this just in case it doesn't work out. No plan B there. All in. But when you have something like a show like this one, and you're set up basically relying on another person to show up to get a show out, when they don't show, there should be a plan B. I didn't have a plan B. I apologize for that. So even though I try to keep this evergreen, today is February 19th, 2021, and let me give you some interesting information. Today, my side project, Souls Leak Liquid Silver, my ambient experimental industrial noise project, my first album dropped today. It is called Meditative Noise Fissure. Really excited about that. There will be a link to it in the show notes. It's on all platforms. I will leave the Spotify link, but you can catch it on Amazon Music, anywhere. Just look for Souls Leak Liquid Silver, and you will see my first album drop today. I'm already getting great feedback on it. And, I didn't know how that was going to go, seeing as it's a noise project. It's not beautiful music. It's beautiful to people that like noise projects, maybe. But I've been getting good feedback on it already, and I'm pretty proud of it. And it dropped today. Links below. Last week, Skidmatic, my label mate, dropped an album. I will have the links to that in the show notes as well. And guess what? Next week, I'm recording an interview with Skidmatic. Bet you didn't see that coming. We're going to talk about the new album. We're going to talk about being on the label. We're going to talk about being independent, all that great stuff. And the beauty of this is he's on my label. If he doesn't show up for the interview, I just go to his house and be like, hey, you, hey. But I wanted to do that because, of course, he's going to show. He's my buddy. I'm also inviting another person on to be interviewed. I haven't confirmed yet, so I'm not going to announce it, but I will say that this guy may be the most positive independent positive mindset independent artist I've ever come across. That's saying a lot. And I'm hoping I can get that, and maybe that'll be the week after. He will not be the kind of guy that will not show for the interview. Trust me. Oh, man. So with that all out the way, let me just say, I have 2 new projects coming up soon. Senator Jaiz style, not Souls Like Liquid Silver, although there will be more projects like that coming up soon too. I am playing April 4th, the Raleigh Veg Fest in Moore Square in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. It'll be a 5-hour show, much like all the other Veg Fests. And if you're in or around town, it's a free event from 9 to 3 in Moore Square in downtown Raleigh. That will be the first live show I've done since the pandemic. And the funny thing is the last show I had canceled on me before the pandemic really slammed us was last year's Raleigh Veg Fest. Go figure. It's like I just lost a year, just picking right back up where we left off. A lot of venues around town here have not come back yet, so this will probably be, as far as gigs go, the only main gig that I have coming up. Although temperatures are getting better out here, and that means I'm back out busking. So I will let you know on this show or other ways where maybe you can catch me out and about for busking, because busking is going to be great this year. Busking is socially distant. You realize that? It is. It's socially distant. I can get out there and play my music and have a blast. So, what are we going to talk about this episode? How about we'll get back to that Plan B thing. Something was said to me, and it's by a person that I'm trying to get to interview on this show. And he was talking about the new Souls Leak Liquid Silver release. Said I had a good outlook on what success is. And that's what I want to talk about. You see, being an independent, we have a lot of leeway in what we release, how we release, what we create, how we create. And the beauty of it is we all can be creating what we want to create, and then we go out and find the fans that like what we like. That's the job, actually. And we get to set what success is for us. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a really beautiful thing. And I want to get that into more independent minds. We set what success is for us. I think I've said it before here. Probably have. I say it a lot. Success isn't necessarily that your buddy's mom has heard you on the radio. That was success at one time. But in these days, you can be a behind-the-scenes guy. You can license your work. You can go out and busk and make a living that way. Some people do it, believe it or not. You can play gigs. You can be a bedroom producer. You can be a DJ. You can do anything. And then you get to set what success is for you. Some people's success is paying their bills. Some people's success is touring the country or the world. Some people's success is just getting their music out so other people can enjoy it. You get to set this. That's what being an independent is all about. Now, once you set what your level of success is, what success is for you, then it's all up to you to work to get that done. Work hard, work smart. Learn the 80-20 rule, which means find that 20% of what you can do to get 80% of the results. But it doesn't matter what success is to you. Don't lose sight of that. I've seen some independents recently that have lost sight of that. If you want to be a pop star, then that's your level of success. You're going to have a hard road ahead of you, but it's doable. But you've got to put in the time. You've got to put in the hours. You've got to make your product rock solid. You've got to get the eyes and attention of those that can do that for you, that can get you to that next level. If you want to be a busker, if you want to play bars, if you want to tour, if you want to be that bedroom producer, if you just want to be a behind-the-scenes guy, just find your level of success that you want and then go and work for it. And don't give up. No plan B. If you have a podcast and you have people booked and they don't show up, have a plan B. Not for your success or your career, though. Of course, yes, you may have a day job. A lot of us have day jobs. A lot of us want to, maybe our success is to get out of the day job. Well, we're working toward that. But having a day job is not necessarily a plan B. It's how you pay your bills until you get to where you want to be. Some people never really want to get past that. And having a day job is how they pay their bills. And then their music is their side thing. And success for them is different. You get where I'm going with this. Whatever you do, don't let anybody take your dream. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing is stupid or wrong or this or that or the other. Just go for it and do it. You have this. You have this in you. You have it and you can do it. I believe in you. And next week, I don't need a plan B. We're interviewing Skidmatic. All right, everybody. Senator Jaiz here. Friends call me Aben. You can call me Aben. SenatorJaiz.rocks is my website. You can also get to Souls Leak Liquid Silver there. Also this podcast page. I would love it, love it, love it, love it if you would subscribe to this show. Check out my YouTube page. Check out my music on most platforms as Senator Jaiz and now Souls Leak Liquid Silver. And hey, if you know anybody that could benefit from this show or may even just like this show or hey, may like my music, be sure to let them know. Let them know. Yes. Okay, next episode where we're not talking to somebody in an interview will be competition and how being an independent artist is not a contact sport. Till then, everyone, you have a wonderful day. Senator Jaiz is out.